It is sort of early Saturday morning. No, 9:30. We finally got our stuff together. We are about to drive 2,000 kilometers and you will never believe where we're going.
Actually, if you watch this channel, you probably will. But Stay tuned anyway, it's gonna be fun. And some last minute kitty cuddles. Hi, monkey. We're gonna have some new friends for you. We've set all of our overnight stuff up in the frunk of the car. So this is what the front of a Tesla looks like. There's no engine or anything, so you get extra storage space. All right, so we're leaving a little later than we like to leave. It's almost 10 a.m. on Saturday. The reason for it though is because we had to get a prescription filled and Costco was just ridiculous on Thursday when we went. So we had to wait for it to open. But even still, we were hoping to be there at 9 a.m. when they open and, you know, just getting your life together before a trip can be really difficult. Plus we wanted to cuddle with the cats a little. So that took a little longer than we had hoped, but that's okay. So we are heading to Costco and then we're gonna just hit the road. We are going to, if you've been watching for a while, there's two different routes that we will generally take. One is the I-75, which is a straight shot all the way down from Michigan to Florida. We are not taking that route this time. We are going to take the way that we prefer, the sort of mountainy route through West Virginia and all the Carolinas and all of that. Because there's actually a huge storm system coming through the United States right now. So today, Florida is supposed to get hammered, absolutely hammered, flood watches and everything with rain. And hopefully that'll be cleared out by Sunday, but Sunday that's supposed to travel up to the Carolinas, Georgia, like all of those states. So we're hoping that we found that one sweet spot of like getting behind the rain in Florida, but ahead of the rain in the rest of the states. But I'm sure we will encounter some rain on this trip.
To tell you quite honestly, it's the scariest part about driving down southern US. I've never experienced any rain like that in Toronto, or it's a different climate, and so it can be really scary because you can't see in front of you, you can't see beside you, you can't see behind you, and you're really just not sure who's around. As well as if you're thinking of that perspective for yourself, you don't know if other people can see you.
Yeah.
And so sometimes you actually have to put on your hazards just while you're driving.
They say not to.
Yeah,
they say that that's like a total thing to not do. But sometimes like I appreciate it sometimes because it helps awareness when there's a lot of that blinding rain. It helps make me feel more comfortable too, right? Also in the States, a lot of places don't have road street lights at night. They have reflectors in the ground so you can see the lane, but in the rain, that can be really hard too.
Some also just don't.
Joining this weekend for a storm system that is going to move across the south and then up the east coast, bringing heavy rain, wind, and the possibility for some severe along the south. Here it is today, moving out of the southern plains. So this is what we're going to see through your Friday and Saturday across the south. That heavy rain, winds will be an element of this as well. Notice the low pressure coming out of the Gulf of Mexico. This lifts to the north on Saturday, combining with a trough, and then this storm deepens as it moves up the east coast. So timing, Saturday into Sunday, the heavy rain, strong winds, potential for some storm surge along the coast. That will be through the southeast into the mid-Atlantic. Sunday into Monday, here's that low moving up through the northeast, bringing more heavy rain, strong wind gusts, and interior snow.
We are off, and we're off to a decent start. I mean, we've only been talking for 3 minutes, so thank goodness we're off to a good start.
It's not raining this time.
Not yet. It is very cloudy, though.
Yeah, it's winter time, though.
Yeah. Oh, and actually, the forecast is supposed to be above 0 Celsius the entire time, so shouldn't have any snow or freezing rain or anything like that, but we will keep you updated for sure.
It's also Florida, so that shouldn't be that.
Yeah, but we have to get there. That's not until tomorrow. All All right, so we are leaving Costco. It is 10:23 a.m. Here's a look at some of the stops that we're gonna do. So Fredonia, New York, Grove City. That's one of our favorite stops because there's an outlet mall, but I don't think we should go to the outlet mall because we're pretty packed in here already. So I'm guessing that we'll probably stop around Princeton or maybe in between Princeton and Troutman. I know that we've stopped at Princeton before and we've had trouble finding a hotel there. So that might be like, also if we're there at 10:39, that also just might be too early to stop, but it also depends on the weather. So we'll just see how it goes. But here's the initial look at So we are about 5.7 kilometers away from the city of Buffalo. So we're just about to cross the border. There's the exit for the duty free. It is 11:48 a.m., 9 degrees Celsius. We have 38% battery. It's still telling us that we're going to charge in Fredonia, but it's down to 8% battery. So it might rejig that. See you later, Canada. We're going that way. Little bit of traffic at the border today, but not much. It's about maybe 4 or 5 cars deep.
Plus there was no traffic on the bridge, which normally there is.
Yeah.
They're mailing the mail trucks.
Oh. 12:13 p.m. We have made it across the border and we are now in the city of Buffalo. Really nice guy at the border. He was kind of joking around with us, saying he wishes he was coming to Disney with us. So far so good. No rain, clear roads, no snow around anywhere. Yeah, looking good.
Traffic's great so far too. We haven't caught up to any real traffic.
Yeah, it's been good.
And we're gonna try to do this trip like a little more speed limit wise. Just we kind of want to see ranging and all that stuff.
Yeah. All right. So we are coming up to a toll road, and we now have this guy. So this is our Easy Pass transponder. We bought it off of Amazon, and it's supposed to carry us through all of the states on this trip, I believe.
I believe so, yes. I believe it's like East Coast, essentially.
Yeah,
like
so
Sun Pass and Easy Pass and E-Pass. And, yeah.
So we don't know if it makes a noise or indicates that it's being used, but we're excited to see what happens when we pass through the Easy Pass lane. And especially in West Virginia, where I had to run across the toll bridges last time, this should make it much more convenient. All right, so here we are pulling off into our first charge stop of the trip.
Now take exit 59 on the right.
This is Fredonia, New York. It said we were going to get here with 10% battery when we first started the trip. Then it dropped to 8%, and now we're up to 11% battery. So we did pretty good on mileage. James mostly stuck to the speed limit. And
I stuck to the traffic flow.
Yeah.
Not necessarily, like, you got to remember that it can be really dangerous if you are going slower than everyone around you.
Yeah, for
So
sure.
I just try to stick with the flow of the right lane, and yeah, it's Christmas time, like cops are a little more vigilant. I don't know if that's the right word actually, but cops are a lot more present.
Yeah.
And so you just, Christmas time, you got to be careful.
So when we look at this, it looks like I was pretty sure it was the same Denny's that we stopped at last time, and now I'm seeing Denny's right there by the charger. So I think we are familiar with this exit somewhat.
Oh, so wait.
So these are the easy pass as you exit. So that'll be like, it'll charge us, or
In 500 feet,
I don't know
turn
if it-
left onto Bennett
it'll
Road.
charge us for the time that we were on that portion, and then we'll get
Now
a separate
turn left onto
charge
Bennett Road.
for whatever is left on this toll road.
If we really wanted, by the way, our car's telling us we could cut through this do not enter. So these are normally like optional,
Yeah, let's not do that.
because this is our actual route here too.
Now you have arrived at your destination.
All right, so we are all connected here.
Are you driving off?
Yeah, I'll drive. So it's gonna take us 30 minutes to charge. Really, 30 minutes to 100%, eh? Or is that?
No.
No, 30 minutes to continue the trip.
Yes. Coming up to Pennsylvania.
It is 2:13 p.m., 12 degrees Celsius, beautiful sunny day.
Might be glasses time.
I know, I might need sunglasses.
All right, here we are.
Pursue your happiness.
Welcome center. Has anyone actually ever gone into one of these?
I've been to the one in Florida before.
they-
They give you free orange juice if you stop at the one in Florida. And they have like all kinds of pamphlets for Disney World, and I think there's a cool photo op where you can actually like take the picture with the welcome sign.
Look how beautiful it is here. Sunny, get blue skies.
We both got our sunglasses on. This is fantastic.
We've not really seen too many cars on this trip. We love it. I mean, it's a great way to drive.
Yeah, there's like no traffic. This is fantastic. There's literally, I think, one car and two trucks in front of me that I can see with my eyes.
And it's more or less been like this even in, well, not Toronto. Maybe
Toronto
when
had
we
the
got
most
close.
traffic.
Yeah, like Ontario had the most traffic. Then pretty much once we got out of the border, it's more or less New York was mainly like this.
Yeah, really
And
great day for a drive.
yeah, like we thought it would be busy because this is the big weekend before. This is the big weekend before the holidays, but also I think school goes right up until like the next Friday. So possibly, I guess maybe next weekend will be the busy one. What do you think?
Yeah, I think so too. Like my sister is driving down to Florida, but they're not leaving until Thursday of next week. And they're actually taking the kids out of school for a day. So they're not going to school on Friday. But yeah, I think this weekend, if you can get off before the kids are out of school and you're doing a road trip, you'll have a much clearer drive.
Oh, Griffin Arms. We can go get guns.
Oh, let's not do that.
Why? That's our favorite thing.
Now turn right onto Wexford Bay Road.
I guess Siri is entering this segment. So we are coming up to our second stop.
Yep.
We are in.
Franklin, Pennsylvania. It rerouted us twice, so we were gonna go to
In 500
Grove
feet,
City,
turn left
and
onto
when
Nicholson
we
Road.
were at
Then
Grove
your
City, I think we
destination
still
will
had
be on the right.
25% battery. Then it was gonna route us to Cranberry,
Now turn left onto
and
Nicholson
we still
Road.
had like 10% battery. It was only like 5 miles difference, so then it pushed us one further. So we're pulling into Franklin, and we have 7% battery currently.
And guess where we're going?
Like, I don't know for sure, but I think this is the one that had the Target at it last trip.
Or
Or?
where
Is
are
there
we going?
Sheetz?
It's
Oh,
a
it's a
Sheetz.
Sheetz.
We did not expect to get here this early
Now your
because
destination is on the right.
we don't know where they all are, like where they span from north to south.
I
But
don't know where the chargers are.
We
Oh,
also-
they're those
yeah.
ones. Oh, we've been here before. Yes, I recall this particular Sheetz. I think I had a lot of trouble backing into the spot in this one, and I looked like an idiot. So let's hope that this time I don't look like as much of an idiot.
We will find out, and we will fill you in on the great stuff we find. So we just plugged in. Look at this. We've never seen that long before.
Yeah, that's nuts. An hour and 15 minutes? I don't think we can spend that much time in Sheetz.
Is it trying to... Wait.
Is it gonna update? Okay, good.
Here we go. The real question is, let's see, how fast is this gonna get? Sorry, we need to focus a little. This is not a super duper fast one. The last...
Maybe it would have been better if we had gotten off in either Grove City or in Cranberry if the chargers were a little faster.
Like the last one we were at was twice as fast. It was going about 750. It's very possible it could be because we just plugged in and it... But normally you get the fastest like right away, and as you gather battery, it slows down.
Yeah.
But how's the drive so far?
Drive is good. We did pick up some traffic the last maybe hour or so. It wasn't just like 3 cars on the road like before. But it still wasn't traffic-y. Like I still never had to hit my brakes at all. Everyone was just flowing and driving along. Feeling very comfortable. Almost done my water here. Trying to debate whether I'm going to take the next leg or if James is, because I don't like driving in the dark. And it's looking like our next stop is going to be 7 p.m. I think maybe that's doable for me. I can drive a little bit in the dark, and then maybe you'll take over until we decide to stop for the night.
And where are we?
Sheetz!
Our favorite.
Oh, we love Sheetz. Sheetz is the best.
So we're actually... We normally talk about it, but today I think we're gonna try to actually get some real tangible prices of things and just poke around. We got 45 minutes. There's not a whole lot around here. So this, yeah, we're gonna go scour through and see what we get.
Give a little Sheetz review.
This place is incredible. It has like quick serve, and it has toys and clothes and...
I don't think I've ever seen clothes here. I think you're thinking of Buc-ee's.
Oh.
For clothes. Buc-ee's has
I really
clothes.
hope we get to a Buc-ee's.
I really hope so too. I really love Buc-ee's, and I think there's only maybe one on this path.
Yeah,
most
right
of them
at
are on
the
the
edge of
I-75.
Georgia and Florida, I think there's one.
Just a little addendum to the last video. So when we were originally at Costco at home, we were thinking that Weston, West Virginia was maybe where we were going to stop, and it was saying like 10:30 at night. And now it's showing like 7 p.m. So I don't know how we've cut off so much time.
Overall, though, it only cut off like maybe half an hour. As you could see, actually, it was just shuffling. We'll see what happens. Like, we've been really lucky so far with our trip. So I think we'll see tomorrow. There's a storm a-brewing somewhere on the eastern side of the U.S., and we might be like lucky and just kind of coast, as Cate mentioned before, and coast kind of in between like the bad parts. But we really aren't gonna know until we hit something.
We just talked to my mom who's in Clearwater, and she said it has been raining all day, but the wind hasn't really started, and it's just starting to pick up. And
Disney also canceled the Jollywood for what, tonight? Yeah, so I mean, they're anticipating some craziness. Yeah. It's a big deal. Like, Disney will stay open through some pretty crazy storms, but for them to preemptively, when it's not too bad, means that they're expecting some bad stuff to happen there.
Yeah.
All right. Oh. Look at this little backpack.
Oh. Chilling with my snowies. So this is interesting to me because everyone always told me that Kinder Eggs are not available in the US, but this is very different packaging, and it's called Kinder Joy here. So I almost want to buy one just to see what the difference is between the Canadians. Also, these are yummy. also see really giant Kinder eggs. That's fun.
Alright, so we're gonna start at this first area. This is like a US thing, not probably Sheetz, but we can't get any of this. Or this isn't common stuff you would be able to get.
Yeah, like baked goods in a grocery. Ooh, what is that? Cool. And snack cakes? Like these just don't exist.
Well, I mean, clearly they do. But
I mean, in Canada.
like these aren't regular things. You have to go to specialty stores to actually find probably like 90% of this. I've not seen.
Yeah. Oh, strawberry cheesecake donuts. Who thinks those are good? Let us know. Oreos? How cool.
Soft baked cookies.
Oh, they have
there's
those
a cocoa
choco rooms. I had my mom pick these up for us at Costco. They should be waiting for us in Florida, and I'm really excited to try them. Fit Crunch. So if you're looking for gluten-free with lots of protein, there's also options for you. Lots of nice options when you're on a road trip, like a salad, like things like that.
The cost here is $5.50 for this.
That's pretty big for $5.50, I would
It's
say
got
too.
protein,
Wow.
cheese, veggies. Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah,
Taylor Farms, actually. That's where we
that's what we buy our lettuce.
Yeah.
There's edible cookie dough here. They have little packages of boba, and you can feel like the circles in here that you can just add this into your drink. I have never seen that before. Maybe we need a Sheetz mug.
Vacuum insulated. Smarties.
Not actual Smarties. Smarties in Canada are chocolate covered in candy, very similar to M&M's.
So actually, I thought these were a lot more calories, but they're really not. This is only, 2 tablets is a serving size, never mind.
Also, like, look at all the Reese's stuff that exists here. I'm always amazed by the American chocolate and candy stuff. Does anyone have a favorite? Anyone who lives in the US, like, what do you gravitate towards? What is your normal pick? Let us know in the comments. Check out this entire display of like Disney pop sockets and electronic thingies. Super cool. All right, back at the car, 20 minutes remaining. We have some fun things here. We bought salads. I bought this, but mostly just for the ice because I really love that crunchy ice. So this is basically full of ice. We bought the Kinder Egg.
Or Joy.
Kinder Joy.
We don't know what it is. Like, apparently, the Kinder Egg that we get in Canada, which you break open has a little toy, like, you can't get here, and you're apparently not allowed to bring them here, we've heard.
Yeah, like they confiscate them at the border.
But they have this similar looking thing, but you can't really tell what's in it. The one we have in Canada are actually just wrapped with foil.
Yeah.
So this looks like fancy and whatnot. So we're going to find out. There is a toy inside.
Yeah.
We'll find out what the chocolate tastes like.
Maybe we should open it like
Right
now.
You pulled my arm. All right, let's take a look. Okay. Oh. So. Oh.
Oh.
So do we have to mix 2 different things, or is one side a toy? Let's see.
That is so.
This is obviously something to eat
Like
with.
a spoon or something? Is it going to be soft? This is nothing like our Kinder Eggs.
There's the toy.
Oh.
Oh, it's a Toronto Raptors?
What?
It's essentially a
Oh
Raptor.
my god, it really is. That is a Toronto Raptor.
Yeah. Well,
It has the Raptors logo and everything.
do you guys like the Raptors down here? Let's see. Does it actually say? I'm just curious if it's branded as Toronto Raptors. No, but that's like kind of the logo.
That is like almost exactly the logo. Oh wait, it is NBA. Yeah, that is Toronto.
Yeah.
How
crazy.
cool. And it was just random that we got the Toronto one because we could have gotten any one of these teams. There's a Chicago Bulls. I don't really know very much about basketball.
We're not those people. All right, let's see what's actually in the mystery foil. I'm sure for all you this is not exciting because you know. Oh, wow. What are you?
Oh.
What are you?
That is not a Kinder Egg whatsoever. I am so curious about that.
Well.
Okay, so first it starts with this little spoon flat paper doohickey with a line in the middle. So I'm guessing what you do is you fold this and you use this to spoon the cream out of here. Let's start with just the cream, I guess, and then we'll try one of these little chocolate balls. Oh, it's got chocolate underneath.
Wow.
It tastes like a Kinder Egg. Oh, it tastes really good. It tastes like hazelnut. It tastes like Nutella.
Same company?
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know.
Yeah, Ferrero in Italy also makes Nutella. They make Ferrero Rochers and they make Kinder Eggs, we discovered the other night. Okay, so now I'm gonna do a spoon where I'm like getting all of this on one.
Oh, there's a nice crunch to it.
It tastes like a Ferrero Rocher.
Wow. All that work to make a Ferrero Rocher.
This is actually really good. I might like this better than an actual Kinder Egg. You gotta taste it now.
Righty. Let's see. I'm not the sweet expert here, by the way.
You like your sweets.
I'm gonna have half of this egg.
I don't know if you can cut it very easily.
Well, who said what's easy is worth going after? Yeah, that tastes like a Ferrero Rocher wrapped in a Kinder Egg.
With some Nutella.
Yeah, this is, I actually really like the white. Whatever that is. That is really good.
Yeah.
Wow. Good job, Ferrero. So this is what it looks like at nighttime dark. Although Apple iPhone is helping kind of enhance this a little.
Yeah, definitely.
But like you can kind of see in the distance there, it's so dark. And so up here they have reflective stuff. But as we keep going south, you're gonna slowly, like some states, like each one does their own independent sort of thing. So some places just don't have any. I believe like Florida doesn't really.
No, they do. On the highways, at least they do. Maybe not on the
Maybe
little
Georgia
roads.
also doesn't though. Or you know what? We'll be able to find the answers to these tomorrow when we actually get that way. So we'll figure it out. But yeah, like it's wild. There's actually like mountains and stuff in that darkness up there. And all we see is like reflectors for probably, what, 50 feet in front of us or something?
And just for the record, it is 5:50 p.m. It is not late at all. It's not even 6 o'clock yet.
Yeah.
Winter driving. At least there's no snow. I'm really thankful that it's above zero and there's no snow.
And I believe we're going to pass anywhere that could get any major snow. It's the rain now. We got to see what happens because there's apparently a huge storm like in Florida, which I believe we mentioned.
Yeah, we mentioned it a few times. It's fine. We're at mile 1.
We've lost the state sign.
Where did it go?
Is it that big sign there?
Did we miss the state?
I see something there that looks awesome. Oh, I think it is. You can't even see it.
Oh yeah, there it is. West Virginia.
Here we go.
Wild and wonderful. It is 6:09 p.m.
Oh, and that bump there messed it up.
All right, so here we are in Weston, West Virginia. It is 7:09 p.m. and we are at a
Sheetz.
Sheetz.
I swear we don't work for them.
We don't, but we really would love to be sponsored by them. I will say it again, just in case they catch our videos. Like, Sheetz, we love you. We love you so much. We adore these stops.
When are you coming to Canada?
Yeah.
Or like Ontario? Maybe you are in Canada and we don't know.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. I bought this there. Not this one though.
So we are in a stop that we've definitely been to before. I'm pretty sure if you watched our last road trip video, we saw like some goats or sheep or something in the back of a vehicle over here, and it was awesome. And then we went into that Walmart, which was also awesome. When we were coming this way, I thought that this was the stop that had the Starbucks where we slept last time, but this is not that place.
It might be Mount Hope.
Maybe. Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Like, we'll find out next charge spot, because it seems like from this point we hit kind of the same-ish ones as we go.
This one doesn't sound familiar at all, though. Mount Airy, North Carolina. Don't think we've ever been to that one.
The odds are likely that is probably where we're sleeping around. I wish some of these, like, see, there's 2 pole parts and there's one here too. But yeah, what I was trying to do is see where the next chunk are, because as it's getting a little darker and later, we've got to we do have to start thinking about where we want to sleep. And typically around a bigger city, you'll find more and probably save money. When you're stuck out in somewhere like here, you got slim pickings and you kind of just have to pay whatever they are.
Yeah.
We thought maybe we were going to get to
like the border of North Carolina and South Carolina.
Yeah, like Carowinds, basically.
I don't know if we can get that far tonight. Like, we're in West Virginia right now. That would be going through like 2 more states, but I don't remember how long we're in each of those states. Like, maybe it's pretty short.
So this should be Mount Hope. Come on, buddy, refresh.
Like, I would love to see if it's had a Starbucks in that parking lot, because then it looks like it. Like,
this reminds me of...
Yeah, it looks very similar.
Like, I think now the highway's more like a kind of road. It's not like a proper highway, and we drive through a bunch of small towns.
Is that now? Like, I thought it was later in the drive. I thought it was maybe...
Yeah, like, clearly we know this route.
We need to do this route a lot more times so that we can be, like, really familiar with it and just know, like, oh, yeah, Mount Hope, that's where this thing is.
Like, we'll try to remember for next time. Probably won't.
Likely not.
Yeah.
So this is what it looks like when there's no other cars on the road. It's just pitch black, like you're traveling into nothingness. We have no idea what would be beside us right now. Is it mountains? Is it lake? Is it road? Is it city? I mean, it's not city because otherwise there would be lights, but it's just interesting driving at night sometimes.
And it's not even 8 o'clock.
Yeah, it's 7:52 p.m. right now. I purposely put this song on the playlist, hoping that it would come on in West Virginia, and we're in West Virginia. Not that you can see anything at all, but trust me, that's where we are.
Toronto.
Nice. West Virginia, Mountain Mama.
They had at least...
All right, so here we are at Mount Hope, West Virginia, at our favorite
Sheetz.
Sheetz.
That's actually, I think, the only place we've stopped so far.
Yeah, I think so.
This is a very fast charger in Mount Hope. But anyways, we wanted to show you. So first off, our last stop, we got into all kinds of silliness. So there was like a phantom profile on our car, like, which had my name, but it now when you look at the profiles, it was clear it was not my actual one. So I get into drive and I click James, and like the seat's all messed up, and like all this regular function is not working. We thought the system tweaked out, because it's like a computer under the hood, and we have definitely had it kind of freak out before. So we like even when you signaled, normally what happens is when you signal and you lane change, it auto turns off. But it was just like I would press it would signal and then shut off after 3 blinks. And so Cate here started Googling that, and that like turned out like that's how it's supposed to be, because there's 2 ways you could do it. You could press it light. Now it won't do it because we got the right profile, or you could press right down, and these have apparently 2 different functionalities. So if you just did the light one, it would just shut off after 3 noises, whether you change lanes or not, it would just go away. And I think it's apparently it's meant for quick lane changing. So then we started, like, of course, while we're driving, frantically playing around with the settings.
To be clear, it was me playing around, not you. So like, it's not like we were distracted or whatever, but yeah, we were.
What setting is it even? Controls?
For what?
For the blinker, to change it.
Maybe display. Maybe lights, actually. Lights. Yeah, so here, auto turn signals off,
so actually watch.
Or auto cancel.
Oh, so say I turn this off. If I click the one like light thing, it just goes away, right? And so when I was trying to lane change, we were like, what is going on with the car? Like, it's just shutting off, and like, so I'm like, I can't lane change properly. Like, but you're actually supposed to like press down super hard to get it proper. And it's this one setting that really changes it. And even if you click here, it kind of tells you that it shuts off on its own if you lane change, but it does not tell you that if I turn the setting off, that then this light one just like shuts off, right? Yeah. Apparently that's a functionality that you just know. So
you do it again just to
so
show
now
the
you'll
difference.
see I press and it's just gonna stay on unless I lane change, right? So that nowhere here does it really explain that, and I guess that's sort of an assumption thing, like I should have known. But yeah, so we figured out, then we looked at, like, if you look here, there's all these profiles, and there was one, we just deleted it so we accidentally don't get in that mess again. So we looked there and we saw there was 2 of me, and I was like, I don't know how it got on, but I play with this car quite a bit, so I guess maybe at some point I set up some stupid thing. But anyways, so then after we got it all figured out while we were driving, and now I tested it, like my settings are good again, we did find another kind of interesting setting in here. So there's this, I do recall this in one of the updates over the last like 6 months. There's these like scroll and button, you can do volume and switch songs, and under here, so this is a really kind of interesting setting. So if you look, for example, I'm going to turn off the light for a second. Say I have it set on dome lights. You actually can hold this button, and then you get this little menu here, and you can kind of just do this while you're driving, and it turns on everything, or you could do it off. But that's not the only setting. You can actually, there's a whole pile of settings in here, and so we're both actually debating now which ones are really important, like which one would be an important quick access sort of thing. I don't think camera, because you could just press that,
or just honk your horn and it'll automatically save. I think temperature and wiper speed would be the ones that I would want.
Yeah, we haven't even tried this, so let's see what happens with temperature. Okay, so I can literally just do it. That's actually pretty nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, but really cool thing we wanted to show you. We are at Sheetz again. It is 9:30 at night. We actually are almost done charging here, but we're gonna keep going because we're hungry, we should eat, and we're gonna try to just like truck along for a while still.
Weather's still looking good. I think if we were to keep driving, we would start hitting rain around, I think it was Charlotte at 1:30 in the morning.
If we can actually get, like, our next one is past Charlotte.
Like, what is this one here?
That's, I think, the next one.
Is that Fort Mill?
Yeah. Oh, so we might not even go to this one. Pop out at Charlotte. That would be awesome. We've always wanted to try to stop right in Charlotte. So maybe we will call it quits a bit earlier just to kind of get a bit of city scenery.
Maybe. And lots of people on the message boards recommend stopping in Rock Hill.
When's our next?
We've never stopped there before either. Oh, that's still really late though. That's 1:58 a.m.
No. 11:54 is where this one is.
No, you just said it's Fort Mill.
Oh.
That's 1:58 or 1:57 now.
I'm a total liar then. So we're probably going to stop. What's around here? Actually, I don't know.
Anyway,
we're going to have to figure it out.
Yeah, this video is getting lengthy. We will figure it out and we will update you along the way. Maybe we will. Maybe it'll all stay in. And maybe you'll just have to listen to us rambling for 8 minutes and 32 seconds.
Oh dear.
Okay, let's go get some food.
Yes. All right. We're going to check out some stuff.
We're going to make a bowl.
So look at this. This is in Sheetz in a gas lot. It's a full service type deal. Do you want even extra on top of that?
No. Do I go to no thing?
Yeah. So this is interesting. It's a bowl.
Yeah.
So I don't know what.
I guess it just means, yeah, I want rice and beans. Okay, you said that was good.
I just winged it so I could have really weird flavors happening.
Fire roasted tomato.
Look at this too.
All right, so let's go with some. Do you think that might have cilantro in it?
Probably.
Okay, then I'll avoid that. Let's do some rain. Maybe I want to add some chili to it.
Right. That's the spirit.
Oh, definitely some cheese. Oh, no, I don't think I want mini hash browns. Ooh, cheese bites. Tater bombs. All right. Look at this adorable holiday packing. They're so cute. All right, back in the car. Got some food. Gonna eat. We have enough to continue with the trip, but we'll just keep it going.
We're hungry.
Yeah.
And we spent an exorbitant amount of time just playing
Trying to
with
figure
stuff
out
and-
what we wanted.
Yeah. Like, look at this. This is amazing.
That
This is
does
a
look
fresh
really good.
salad just made for us, or a burrito, whatever. Each one cost about $10 US.
Yes.
So I'd say, and it was made while we waited. It's warm.
That one's yours.
I thought he said the one with the chilies on the bottom.
Yeah, I got chili.
Oh, yeah. Well, I thought I did add it on the second go, but I guess not.
Huh.
Didn't I add it?
I don't know. We'll have to watch the video back.
Yeah.
So we're coming into a toll.
We want to hear if we hear it.
Yeah, like in New York State, nothing beeped or gave any sort of indication. So let's see what this
Drive
easy
south
pass
on
does.
Interstate 77 south for 21.8 miles.
We gotta see up here if we hear anything. Is this the one we went through that we had to...
Run across the bridge or the toll booths to see if I could get some change. It's $4.25. Like, how do you have that much change?
Well, let's find out if this works. Like, if this doesn't work, am I fucked?
Like, apparently people say that if you have Canadian plates and you go through the Easy Pass toll...
Wait, I don't go on that one.
You can go through anyone.
But that one says Cate. Oh,
It
easy.
said all lanes take Easy Pass. So let's just see what it does. So do we have to stop or do we slow down or what do we do here? Do we talk to the person? I love how it says take me home country roads here.
I have an Easy Pass, but I've never used it. It's good. Thank you.
Oh yeah, the light was green.
Okay, so you have
Okay,
to
so
stop
now
anyways.
I don't think you do. I think you
Well,
can.
you have to stop so
slow.
it registers that it's green.
Yeah.
Okay, so it worked, but nothing beeped. So, okay, so this just doesn't beep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good to know.
Yeah. Okay. Now we can go back to music.
And here it goes. I'm just a kid and life is a nightmare. I'm just a kid, I know that it's not fair. Nobody cares 'cause I'm alone in the world.
Drive south on Interstate 77 south for 3.2 miles.
Isn't it in here?
I don't know.
Let's find out.
And maybe when the night is
Where are we going?
crawling to
Hold your breath.
bed, staring at these four walls again. I'll try to think about the
I couldn't hold it all the way through.
It's driving for me right now. And it keeps the speed limit, so we're not going to get caught speeding.
Yeah. Wide awake and
I wonder if our video is going to get jacked up because of this song.
like I'm thinking that I have to cut out sections so that it
we
doesn't
gotta
pick up
keep
the
just
whole
talking
thing.
over it.
Let's keep talking. Talk.
We'll just we're going to put music here.
Okay, so is there a state sign?
Right there.
Virginia. There we go.
We missed it last time.
Ah, we're missing it now.
That's a you problem.
That was a me problem. We're in Virginia, if you didn't see that. We're going through another tunnel.
Whee!
Hold your breath. Oh, are you still rocking the holding? I didn't take a deep enough breath that time. There was no chance of me holding it. James is still going strong over here. I see the end. Can you make it? Did you make a wish first? You're supposed to make a wish and then hold your breath. Okay, you can breathe.
You only said hold your breath. You never said anything about making a wish.
You're right.
when the lights out. It's a stage.
I don't know if you can tell the difference, but the reflectors in this area are actually awesome. It's about midnight. We are maybe 8 miles from the border of North Carolina. And I think we'll probably maybe start looking for a place to stay. I don't even know if you can see that, but it says welcome to North Carolina. It is 12:10 a.m. We have stopped for the night. We are at the Hampton Inn in like Dobson County, North Carolina or something like that. Do you remember? I can't even remember what the name is.
Carolina.
Yeah, it's definitely at the start of North Carolina. This whole hotel is under construction. So they had, I think, 20 rooms total in the entire hotel left. And there's no amenities. Oh, do those not actually black out?
No.
Oh, that sucks.
Wow.
I mean, we'll probably be up before the sun anyway, and we're on the 4th floor, so I'm not that concerned, but
That's just
whatever.
Is there no. Hold up.
It's late. It is like 12:40.
No, it's under.
Oh. Oh, those are just decorative. Time to go to bed.
This party started on Saturday night.
It's actually a Sunday morning. We are
I don't want to go this way at all.
Oh.
We are getting lost.
We're getting lost. It is 9 a.m. on Sunday morning. It's later than we usually like to leave, but we were really tired last night and still tired this morning. We're backtracking a little bit to go to one of the previous charge stops because we didn't charge last night. So we'll start our day with that, maybe grab some coffee. I think we both need one. And it's raining, and it's supposed to be raining probably all the way to Florida. So hopefully it won't be too bad. Right now the rain isn't horrible, but it is supposed to be a big storm, so
We've got new tires though.
We do have new tires.
So we're gonna be, I'm gonna be gunning it a lot. To
No, you're
test
not.
out the capabilities of these.
All right, Mount Airy, North Carolina. Stopped at a Circle K this time.
Not Sheetz.
These nerds are packaged like my friendship bracelet beads. They're so cute. Check out these awesome muffins. Very high calories, but they look amazing. Ooh, and Hawaiian rolls, yum. Not Sheetz, not great coffee. And there's not a whole lot of coffee options in the area. I feel unsatisfied.
Yeah, it was, I don't know, it's just, we late night found a spot, which was fine. The dude was super weird who worked there. Had to lock the doors after, pretty much. The hotel was fine. It was a huge room, actually. King bed. And then we had to backtrack maybe 10 minutes just because the closest fast supercharging was back behind us, which our car originally wanted us to shoot past where we were, but we just had to stop.
We wouldn't make it.
Yeah.
Which is what I was saying last night in the car. Like, I did not think that we were going to make that 3-hour plus drive to our next
we would have
charge
been
spot.
very close. We were
Maybe. I don't know. Anyway,
we have 3
today
hours now, so.
we're looking at not a great time ahead of us today, I don't think. I'm trying not to be negative about it, but it's pouring rain. It's already 10 a.m. and we have 12 hours of driving ahead of us from where we are. And I don't think today is going to be...
Well, so there's also a huge kind of hurricane-ish type thing happening on the East Coast from pretty much where we are, North Carolina, all the way down to Florida, and it's really bad, apparently, Georgia, Florida. Like, quite honestly, if we just can't even get into Clearwater, we're probably going to just try to find a hotel around Disney, which will be fine, actually, because it's 2 hours earlier than Clearwater, so... You know.
I will be bummed though, because I ordered so much Black Friday stuff to my parents' house, and some of it is stuff that I wanted to wear at Disney.
And like, also we want to see...
Yeah, that too.
We want to see...
Hi, Ma!
Yeah. We want to see Cate's parents for sure. They've been down here for a little bit, so we haven't had the opportunity to kind of hang out with them. And even though with 12 hours right now of driving, we're literally going to pop in, probably have a quick meal, chat for 5 minutes.
Go to bed and then see them after Christmas, because we're planning on going back to Clearwater on the 26th.
Yeah, so I don't know, wish us luck today, because we have no clue how this is gonna go, and we have such a long way to still go.
Yeah.
And at this point, anything can happen. At least we got new tires on the car before we came, which you can check out. Not very exciting, but...
I think it's a really great video. You should check that out. Go check it out. Maybe I'll link it up above if I actually remember to put in that little link. I almost never remember to put in that little link though. So find it on our channels.
Yeah, but our car is holding up nicely with the new tires, so like no slipping. I'm trying to kind of test it out and make it do some stuff, so it's been quite good. So at least we have the comfort of like a nice safe car, and everything is, you know, was checked out within the week before. So if worse comes to worse, maybe we're just sleeping in the back of the car, who knows?
No, we're not gonna do that. There is literally no room in the back of the car.
It's lots of pillows. Yeah.
No.
Look, there's comfy jackets. There's a bit of food.
We'll catch you on the next one, or maybe on the drive to the next one. Who knows what we're gonna record next. That's how we do this. We just wing it. We don't know, we don't pre-plan any of the road trip stuff at all. We just update you as we are being updated ourselves.
In fact, I was doing my own thing, and then Cate just pulled the camera out and started the video.
It's true. We were listening to I Mother Earth. James was scrolling Reddit. I was playing Emoji Blitz, and I realized the countdown was on for the remaining trip. Like right now, it's saying we have 1 minute left to charge to continue our trip. And I was like, oh, we didn't film a video at this one, so I pulled out the camera real quick. Okay, so we were just sitting here conversing, and we were thinking about our drives and our vacation plans, and I think we've thought about a new way that we want to plan these drives and vacations going forward.
Yeah, so on our very, very first ever driving trip together, what we did is we planned to drive Saturday, Sunday, end up at Disney Monday, and so we had to get 2 nights of hotels.
Yeah.
Our second trip, we realized if we like wake up super early and drive till super late, we can knock out like all of 1 day driving and get to Disney by like 3 o'clock the second day. But we're really exhausted because that requires like you have to leave at 6 and drive till like 12:30, 1 a.m.
Yeah.
The Saturday. Say you leave Saturday morning at 6 from Toronto. This trip, we kind of diddly-daddled, left at 9 or 10 Saturday. We got stuck at Costco because they had computer issues, and we had to pick up a prescription that we actually did go 2 days before to get, but we were stuck there for 5 hours because of the computer issue. We both had work and stuff. We just couldn't stay longer that day, so we decided, you know what, the only time is Saturday morning. We'll go in at 9, get out. Did not work out as quick as we wanted. So we're realizing now it's 10:15 Sunday. We have about 12 hours of driving.
We're still in North Carolina.
And we're realizing that for the next trip, we need to kind of do a mid-hybrid of that.
Yeah.
So explain the hybrid for us.
So my thought was, what if we plan to do the drive over 2 days, so Saturday, Sunday, but on Monday we just wing it and we plan sort of a rest day. So we don't book any park days at Disney. We don't even book a hotel. And we play it by ear to see if we're gonna make it to Disney, if we need an extra day of driving, if we're gonna pop into my parents' place at Clearwater. And it allows us the flexibility of knowing that we don't have anything that we're committed to. So it basically is an extra day of vacation
With
that we
one
didn't budget
exception.
for.
We'll most likely have the Monday booked for Disney night. But if we end up at Disney on Sunday night, then we're just gonna get like All-Stars last minute.
Yeah.
But if we are gonna end up at Disney Monday morning and have to stay like Georgia or whatever Sunday night, then we'll do that. Because I think trying to force ourselves to do it in like 1 day and then get there Disney Sunday is too stressful to try to just hammer out. That, you know, you're too tired, unforeseeable things happen while you're driving,
Like
all that
rain.
stuff. But at the same time, even if it's really good, we still might get there Sunday, right?
Yeah. And then it gives us a bonus day of vacation.
Yeah. We'll see next trip. We'll see in May when we do this again. We're just kind of grumpy and tired and frustrated this morning because we wish we were further than we were.
Yeah, definitely.
But like it is what it is. You know, life comes up. We tried a new service for how we're having people stay at our place and watch our cats.
Yep.
So another part of it was yesterday morning, we did also have to just ensure the place was really clean.
Yeah, so we did laundry, we did we ran the dishwasher, like all of the last minute things. It was clean, like we had vacuumed and we did all the stuff that
But you gotta
is
go the
standard.
extra bit, so
Yeah, that's our thought. We're gonna keep trucking along here. I think I'm gonna be 500 miles is the next song on the playlist, and if you watched our Muskoka channel or our Muskoka video, you know exactly what we're gonna do next.
I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more.
what a crap.
Be the man who walks 1,000 miles to fall down at short sword.
Just a little update as we're driving through Charlotte, North Carolina. Again, the iPhone makes it look much clearer than it is, but the visibility right now really sucks.
We should get our dash as a like iPhone screen.
Yeah. We're just getting ready to pop off to charge at Carowinds, which is where we stayed overnight on our last trip down.
It's a big theme park also.
It is a big theme park. It looks really cool. I wish we could go. But we should come up to, I think I see the South Carolina sign right over here. So here we are, South Carolina.
And we've survived so far.
Yeah.
In fact, the most dangerous part hasn't been the rain, it's just been the other drivers.
Definitely.
There's some, like a lot of people don't have lights.
This is my favorite song to run to. This is exactly my pace when I'm running
Now take exit
at full
91.
speed.
Oh yeah, we slept here
Now
last
keep
night.
right
Yeah,
and
we
take
slept
right
at-
on Boulevard.
Yeah, that
Holiday Inn
one
right
right
behind that.
there. Yep. And we had Starbucks over there.
I think this was the Holiday Inn that gave us a
500
suite.
feet, turn right
For, like,
onto
almost
Best
no money.
Drive.
Yeah, I think at first we tried to sleep right next to Carowinds, but it was really expensive. I think they only had a really expensive room, like a suite. No, I don't think so.
But the
Oh, I think it's right there. Whoopsie.
Now turn
All right, we have made it to. Oh, look at how my glasses are all full of raindrops, and there was even a cover up there. We have made it to Orangeburg, South Carolina. I drove the last leg. It was pretty good in terms of weather. Still rainy, of course, but it was pretty mild. Very quiet drive in here. James has been working away and I was just singing to my tunes, so we didn't film anything at all. But nothing super eventful happened. A little bit of gatekeeping by people in the left lane. But other than that, not a rough drive at all. This is a really quick charge. It is saying we got here at 22%. I literally have just been speaking for 48 seconds and we're already up to 27%. And it is only going to take 12 minutes to continue this trip. It's charging at 700-ish miles per hour. Kilowatt hour? How do you say that?
kilowatt hour.
Yeah. This is a place that we haven't stopped before. It's a place called Spinks. So maybe we're gonna go in and explore and see what's around there. There's a Sonic across the street. I think there's a Zaxby's around here. This seems like a good spot if you are driving straight through.
A lot of sleeping too if you find yourself lost around here and need somewhere to sleep.
Yeah, lots of hotels here. There's a range of different like price types. So there's like a Super 8 and there's also a Hampton Inn,
Travelodge,
Travelodge, Fairfield by Marriott. So lots available at this stop if you happen to find yourself here.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm wrapped up with work, so I'm not exciting right now.
You're on vacation. Stop working.
My mind just can't stop thinking about certain things I need to correct.
All right. Well, I think maybe we'll see what the store is like, and if it's decent, I'll show you. If not, we'll catch you on the next one.
Have fun.
They have boiled peanuts here. I love that that's like such a southern thing. This is what this place looks like. Wonder what James is looking at over here. His phone. What you doing?
Study.
Take exit 169A on the right.
Just making our way over to Savannah.
See that crazy
I
thing
did
that
see that.
girl
That was
just did?
nuts. Like, why do people do that in this kind of weather? I don't get it. Okay, so something interesting is happening here. 95 coming up that way has crazy amounts of traffic. It is super red all the way. And so the car has rerouted us around 95 over here. Like, if you look at that, super, super red. And I just checked with Google Maps to see like what it would do to us, and it is doing the same thing. So I'm guessing that all of these people in front of us have their GPS on, and they are also avoiding whatever is happening around Walterboro. So we'll see how it goes.
That means a lot of people are using GPS right now.
Yeah, probably smart.
Probably the same as us travelers. Well, I mean, most of these license plates are
Yeah,
different.
like this is Maryland in front of us. I think I see Virginia up there maybe.
I need to see the route.
Yep. I don't know if you can see it back there, but I see my very first palm tree.
Second.
Oh yeah, second. I saw one before.
This is your guy's very first palm tree.
Oh, and there's a few more.
Well, now we've all seen it. Now it's not exciting anymore.
Yeah, it's no longer exciting. This is a really cute little town.
Yeah.
I like the design of the road signs.
I like
and
these weeping
big
willows
trees.
or whatever they are.
Yeah.
I guess the storm probably wasn't too bad here because those would be the first things to really get hit
I'm
hard.
seeing like some debris and small branches on the side of the road a little bit. But yeah, it doesn't seem like it was as bad as they projected it to be. Look how cute these little lights are. It's adorable.
Yes, Dairyland's a big deal.
Is it?
There's a lineup.
Oh.
Waking up to that light, we'll see rising up in tide. We are starting up.
All right, so while we're out on this backcountry road and it's easier to just have a conversation without worrying about people passing and rain flying, one thing that we've been talking about on this trip is making sure that we're keeping it health conscious. We are about to take another country road here. We're slowly making our way back to 95.
Stay on Low Country Highway.
This does not look like the road, but it totally is. That was so weird.
Well, I don't know if that was the turnaround. Maybe we're supposed to go past and I don't know.
Maybe.
It looked like a little dirt hill. We
Yeah.
all kind of cruised up.
All right, so we have made it through our little detour and we are just about to turn back onto the highway. So this is 3:39 p.m. I don't remember what time we actually started the little detour, but I'll go look and check the timestamp on the video. I feel like it was at least a half hour though. All right, I just checked the timestamp and it was 3:08, so it was almost exactly a half hour. I'm very curious to know how much traffic we have avoided and whether it was a half hour of backup or even longer. But we're back on the road. It's very windy.
Wow.
Yeah, you can
the
feel
car a
it.
bit.
Yeah. The rain isn't too bad itself, but the wind is wow.
We haven't really gotten to the areas though where we have been impacted quite negatively with rain on our past drives. So I feel like the road materials make a big difference.
Yeah.
And so like here, see the way the visibility, it's a lot more foggier.
Yeah.
I think it's all cement here. And whereas when we see it's tar, it stays a little lower. But I could be just making up stuff.
Like, I feel like I've noticed the same thing. Also, it doesn't help that the camera right now is focusing on the raindrops on the windshield, so you can't really see how foggy it is. But it's pretty foggy, and there's a lot of mist and spray coming up. All right, we are charging at Ridgeland, South Carolina. We are at a
Hoppers?
Amico with a Hopper's Kitchen or something. Tesla, like the map did something really weird where it was having us drive like 16 miles on a country road to a charger, and then it was going to bypass the entire highway, and it was showing like lots of traffic. So I was like, something didn't feel right. So we actually pulled over on the other side of the road, and we decided to just reroute the trip. And when we did, it routed us to this charger, which it hadn't told us to charge at in the first place.
The street from where we pulled up. We didn't even notice it.
Yeah, and now it's dropping us back
Did you
on.
see that?
Yeah. now it's dropping us back on the 95 again when we go back. So I don't know if we saved any time here, but I think we did. So here you can see what it's doing. So this is the highway over here, and then this is where the highway continues, and it dropped us to this little section of 17, and we don't know why because there's no indication that there's a lot of traffic or anything. GPS took us a weird way, so I rerouted us back to the highway, but this little town is so pretty. I love these small
In
towns in the
500
US.
feet, turn right to take the ramp towards Savannah.
All right, we are coming up to the exiting South Carolina and entering Georgia, and there is all of a sudden everyone is stopped. So I don't know what is going on here or where this sign
We can
is
see
going
at
to
least
be.
though.
Yeah,
Like, it's not as scary to drive.
that is true. What is everyone stopping for? And where's the sign?
Squirrel! I don't know. This has been, this has honestly just been one of the...
Longest.
It's not even longest, we left a little later Saturday, it's fine.
We also left a little later this morning.
It's probably because when you're excited to kind of get something or do something and it doesn't quite go the way you want. So I guess we just had an expectation that we'd probably get into Florida around, I don't know, 7 or 8 the latest. Now it's projected to be about midnight.
By the time we get home, yeah, and
Yeah.
situated.
Get situated. But we can't really figure out what kind of offset us through our time frames because we've pretty much been going over the limit the whole time.
Welcome to Georgia, finally.
Some of our GPS has kind of veered us into. We weren't sure what it was veering us to, and they just seemed a little off because they were not on the highway. But yeah, I don't know what's really offset this trip. We're having a great time, but today has just been a lot more kind of antsy driving because it's literally just been
You want to get there,
and so we just haven't been progressing the way we would have.
Yeah, I think we're coming into Savannah pretty soon, if I remember correctly.
And the rain is tempered down.
Yeah, this is nice.
It's really not, in a minute. I guess if you live out this way, you're kind of used to the flash rain and then it just stops all of a sudden. That's we just drove out of the craziness and now it's just regular spitting.
Yeah.
The road even looks a little dry.
Georgia now, Florida, and home by midnight, and then Disney World tomorrow.
Yeah, so we're gonna keep keep positive and just keep trucking along. It's gonna get dark soon, and I'm really hoping that the highway kind of clears up a little because the nighttime's the best for getting good distance. But yeah, we don't know. We've never done this little chunk at nighttime.
Yeah, so we'll have to see how it goes.
Tell us how you're feeling about the trip, by the way.
Yeah, this is a long video. I don't know how it's gonna be once we're edited all of it. But right now, what I do is I drop the videos into iMovie on my phone and then I transfer it over to my laptop and then edit it. But right now, this video is sitting at over 75 minutes long. It's so hard to tell with how the iPhone filters the photo quality, but the sky is a weird reddish purple right now, and it looks like it's trying so hard to just clear up and be nice and give us that red sky at night, sailor's delight kind of thing. And I do get the impression that tomorrow is going to be a really beautiful day, but I wish you could see the actual color of the sky right now because it's stunning. The rain has finally officially let up.
It's relented.
It has relented. We are, yeah, we've been straight rain since we woke up this morning, and finally some not totally clear skies. Like you can tell that there's still clouds and it's still a little windy, but this is so much better and just in time for the sun to set and it gets super dark.
And scary again.
Yeah. Woohoo! What you got there?
The Brunswick stew.
Tell us where we are at.
Willie Jewell's Old School Barbecue.
This place is amazing.
We were looking for somewhere to eat. This has like the best ratings around, I think. And then we heard her talking about some of the stuff, and we simply are getting it because we'd heard one of the women who works here talking about it.
Yeah. And that was delicious.
Yeah. Oh wow.
And like the vibe in here is just so nice too. There's a little patio outside. Yeah. On our last road trip, I think it was, we stopped at a bowling alley Tesla charger, and we're back. I like this stop a lot, and there's like 25 or 30 banks of chargers here, and this time it actually has a bunch of cars plugged in, which is kind of cool.
I think last time there was one.
Yeah, there was only one person here.
I guess they do it for the hotels, but
Yeah.
I've never seen this busy.
Yeah. And we got amazing food, which we will update you on momentarily.
After we slam our faces with it.
Yeah. Okay, so while we were over there, we decided to stop because there's not really food around here that we could get. So we stopped at a place called Willie Jewell's Barbecue. We have never been here. We have never heard of this place, but I Googled it while we were driving in because we were trying to find where we were going to get some food. And look at these amazing masterpieces. So this is James's platter. We've got some garlic toast, some chicken, and what did you get?
Colored greens. And this is the Brunswick stew that you already saw me slamming my face with.
Which was originated here.
Yeah.
And we are in Brunswick, Georgia, actually. So
Yeah.
that's important to say.
And we even overheard actually a conversation with some other gentlemen who were talking about like a Brunswick stew from somewhere local nearby. And they said this place does it better than there. And that's why they travel. I think they're from Savannah, which is not super far, but it is a little bit from here.
Yeah.
And to tell you quite honestly, I wish we could pass the smell through
It smells so
phones
good in
here.
this car right now.
Like, we also closed the windows and stuff just to, so nothing would get on this food or ruin it or any of that stuff. This is incredible. Like this, I'm a big meat person. We haven't really had great sustenance driving for the last couple of days. Like, it's not easy to actually find a lot of this stuff near Tesla spots. I don't know why Tesla spots are just like quick serve gas stations and
Yeah,
stuff.
like in previous trips, we've been at Myers and like nice stores and stuff. And this trip, we had no stores or anything other than Sheetz.
So here, what did Cate get?
So I also got the 2 meat and 2 sides platter. My first choice of meat was pulled pork. And then the lady who served us recommended the turkey. She said her turkey is fantastic. So I was like, okay, let's do turkey.
Not dry, apparently.
Yeah.
It's gonna be wet.
Yep.
So
Moist.
Moist. There you go. For all you haters.
And then I got baked beans and mac and cheese. I'm not gonna finish all of this. Like this
We're
is way too much
probably gonna
food.
have a couple bites, to tell you honest. But also, what do we got in all these guys?
Oh, so she said she was including a whole bunch of sauces for us. So we've got Hickory Red, we've got Sweet and Tangy, we've got Smokin' Pit Hot, and then we've got Sweet and Sassy. And I'm very curious about what, oh no, this does say Sweet and, oh, so this one is the same one. I just read it like, so it says Sweet and Tangy on top, but then it says Sweet and Sassy on the bottom, and I thought they were 2 different ones, but they're not.
That's my wife. She's sweet and sassy.
It's true. All right, we are back on the road after a very delicious meal.
So delicious.
It was super good. It would have been really difficult to film because we were
hungry.
awkward. Yeah, we were hungry and we were awkwardly eating over the center console. But everything was fantastic. the turkey was surprisingly so
like
good.
she was right.
Yeah.
Like no joke. That like I love my mom's turkey and all that stuff, but I never would have expected to get like packaged turkey. And it just be really good and moist, and so that was fantastic.
Yeah, definitely.
The other really good thing about the food was my mirror is like all blurred out.
Foggy.
But the other really good thing about all the meat was they didn't use a lot to try to like hide if it was bad meat. You could tell it was very good quality meat, and it had very like minimal flavoring. You could tell more of it came from whether they let it roast for a while or whatever process you need for the type of, we got 4 different kinds of meat. So actually the pulled pork was the only one I would say was a bit different than I was expecting. It had literally no sauce on it.
But they gave us so many different sauces, so I tried dipping in. We only opened 2 of the sauces. We didn't want to open every single sauce that we had, but I tried dipping it in the 2 different sauces, and it was so good. And then at one point I combined a bite with the Texas toast and the pulled pork and some baked beans. Man, that place, if you have one near you and you haven't been there yet, you are sleeping on it. Definitely go check it out.
The baked beans, I've never had baked beans quite like that.
Yeah.
They use like a sweet bourbon sauce it tasted like.
Yeah.
And it was, they were incredible, really good colored greens. Yeah, great things.
Yep.
Try it.
And now it's getting dark. It is 6:49 p.m. We still have almost 6 or 7 hours of driving in front of us. This is quite literally the longest it's ever taken us to get to Florida. I don't know what is going on with this trip. I'm sure it was the rain and then like leaving later in the morning, as we mentioned both days. But man, I just want to get there already.
And we're both becoming grumpy pantses.
A little bit, yeah. So we'll catch you probably at the Welcome to Florida sign if we
don't
can
kill
see
each
it.
other first.
No, we're not going to kill each other. Oh, here we go. Finally. Hello, freaking Florida.
Now there's a lot of traffic.
There is quite a bit of traffic. Charge stop, Jacksonville, Florida. This is actually one that we've never been to and maybe we'll never be to again.
It's so weird.
Well, because this time we're going to Clearwater. This isn't a road that we would normally take to get to Disney World. We are taking the I-10 to get across to the west side. These chargers are lined up really weird. They're all angled parking spots and you can't pull through them, and the charge, you have to pull front in instead of reversing. So the charger is back there.
It's the first time I've ever been to a charger where you're forced to go front. Like we have to reverse to get out.
Yeah.
It's the first time I've, like, normally you just reverse in and you're good to go.
Yeah, it's strange.
It's like, because we came accidentally the wrong way, because I'm tired. And so I had to do a 3-point turn because all of them are angled the opposite way of the driveway I came. So, and then there's posts on the side, and then at the end, like, it's like you're like kind
It's
of in
very
a little
narrow.
cell, right? You're like trapped in here.
So yeah, there's lots of stuff around
It's
here.
fast, though.
There's a Winn-Dixie, there's a Shell, there's a McDonald's. I don't know, I can see the McDonald's, but oh, there it is. Okay, McDonald's.
A little coffee stand here?
Yeah, like down there was like little shops and like a wing place that I saw.
Eliano's coffee?
Yeah. So
I've never even heard of that, actually.
we don't have too much time at this stop, but I think we'll just get out and stretch our legs and see what happens.
Yeah, we're tired. It's 8 o'clock and feeling grumpy a little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay. We'll be in bed in 5 hours. So just as a little update, we are driving along this road. It's Highway 301. The speed has fluctuated between 45 and 65. It seems to drop down when we go through towns, And now, like, you'll see the sign coming up is showing 65, so we'll get to speed up a little bit. But this is basically it all the way to Ocala, which is our next charge stop.
Everyone has obviously heard of the autopilot with Tesla, and when you do the like non-$10,000 or maybe it's $17,000 full self-driving, when you do the regular one that comes with your car, basically you can turn on autopilot. It will stay in the lane for you. It will slow down, speed up. It will control the turns and whatnot. But you have every 10 seconds you have to kind of, you know,
Wiggle the wheel.
or give some sort of acknowledgement you're conscious and in control still. So what we tried here, actually, we're kind of on this back road. It's late at night. The speed keeps changing. And so I was just thinking, like, I started just using the regular cruise control with the car. And I realized that it actually has some of the aspects of the autopilot. So one cool thing with autopilot is, say I have it set to 80 miles an hour and we come up to a car that's 70. There's this little dial here, and if you look at the screen, it will show you a car length it keeps you. So you press this, and what that car length does is if it catches up to a car, it will keep you whatever length you set it behind it, so it will auto reduce your speed. Now that feature seems to actually also be a part of the regular cruise control, which I never realized. So watch, for example, see the way there's a car in front of us? I'm gonna put it up to 77 or something, and let's see if we catch up to it. And I'm gonna set this to maybe 2 car lengths.
Oh, 2, it's too much, too little.
But even still, see the way I got it set to 78, and our car will only go to 7. I put it to more car lengths, and see the way it's backing. I'm not doing anything with the brake, but it's backing up for us to kind of keep
The distance.
right? So I have it set to move at 77, but we're only going 58.
Yeah.
So, and I cannot, it won't steer for me. I've still got to do the steering, but it will keep you fairly safe. So now what I'm thinking actually is, this is a great way to do really long distance driving. Just keep your cruise control on. You can actually control the speed here. I don't even need to click on the pedal and turn it off and back on. This is the first time we've basically done the last hour and a bit just sitting in cruise control.
Yeah.
One part I have not really played with yet is stoplight. I know for sure if I'm the first car, obviously it won't stop. Or I'm pretty sure it won't, because I don't think the regular autopilot does.
Yeah.
But if there was a car in front of me, the regular autopilot does actually stop. So that's something maybe we'll experiment with. It's this autopilot stuff still sometimes can freak you out a little.
Well, and there was just a huge recall on the autopilot recently.
I don't think it was for this reason.
No, I think it was more for user error,
Yeah.
but they did issue a really big recall.
Yeah, so we'll keep you posted on more kind of long-term use of this, but this I can foresee being a really great thing. We're actually, the other thing that we were really curious about too that we don't know, and I don't know how you'd really test this.
I don't want to find out.
Like, if a car pulled in front of us, does the car brake for you?
I was more
If a
thinking
deer
like,
runs out,
yeah,
what
wildlife. If
happens?
wildlife pulled out into the road, would it brake for you? If anyone knows the answer to that question, if you drive a Tesla, if you've ever watched a video to see how that happens, we would love to know the answer, and please leave us a comment. All right, it is 10 p.m. and we have made it to the final charge of our trip. We are at Wawa in Ocala. So here we are right now. Where's my finger? There we are. And we're going to Clearwater Beach, and we should get there right around midnight, which is sort of what we projected. And then what we've done is we've put in our next place. So tomorrow we will be off to Disney, and we're staying at Caribbean Beach. And the reason that we did that is because we want to sort of calculate if maybe we want to stay here a little bit longer and get a bigger charge. We want to see like how long we would have to charge in Clearwater if we had the exact charge that the Tesla recommends. Sort of just play it out a little bit.
We ultimately just want to make sure that We want to minimize charge time tomorrow morning because we just want to get the fuck to Disney and forget about life, forget about grown-upping and work and all that. Even like my work was messaging today, which is why. But yeah, like we're just excited to get there, and so right now we're trying to preemptively do something which, you know, just so, because tomorrow morning we're going to be so excited. Do we really want to go sit at a charger for an hour, you know, in our Disney gear and ready to just go and have fun?
I'm willing to bet that when we walk in, my dad will be on the couch or the chair, and my mom will be on the couch, and they'll be watching the news on TV. They'll like be ready for bed, but they'll be sitting up waiting for us to get in.
Just to even, most likely your mom is going to try to offer us food or some sort of level of, you know, that kind of home comfort that you come home for, and why you see mom, right? Moms make the best meals.
Yeah.
She's going to try to feed us. We had that fantastic food, which maybe we'll try to feed her actually.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, here, try this barbecue.
The table. Yeah, we're going to flip the script on her a little. We finally hit it that if we just drove straight to where we're going, we'll be at zero. But then we obviously couldn't get to our next charging spot. And then if, you know, let's say it's 20%, we'd be zero when we got to the next supercharger. We'd have to go 15% or 15 minutes. 15 minutes from there should get us to where we're going, and we should still have a remainder of 11. We want higher than 11.
Yeah.
So we're going to start seeing what happens once we get to 20% here, because this will zero, and then this is going to start giving us times. Maybe this will cut, like hopefully this drops off at some point. So we'll see.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're coming into Tampa, and we've got some street lights.
Whee!
Woohoo!
Like, and things.
Yeah. City life. We've got about 45 minutes or so before we get to our final destination.
We're almost to the promised land.
Almost there. If this was daytime, you would see like just beautiful ocean views over there. You can kind of see the other Causeway Bridge.
I mean, it's still beautiful at night. Look now. Like, look at that. Wow.
It is beautiful.
She's up all night to the sun. I'm up all night to get some. She's up all night for good fun. I'm up all night to
Roundabout and take the third exit.
Oh, they updated the sign. That's so pretty. Yeah.
She's up all night to the sun. I'm up all night to get some. She's up all night to get
I love this place. And we made it. It is 12:26 p.m.
We actually shaved off 3 minutes
3 whole minutes.
from today's estimate. We actually gained many hours from our original estimate.
Yeah. Like, I think when we first thought about doing this drive here, we thought we would be rolling in around 7. All right, so this is an addendum to our road trip video, because now we are actually, it's the next day. We are driving on the I-4 towards Disney World from Clearwater. And in one of our previous video, someone had asked us in the comments about phantom braking, and we had never experienced that before, but tell us what just happened.
So we were basically driving on the right side here. I don't know if there was a car maybe past us, but there wasn't really a car anywhere close in front of us. And all of a sudden our car just started braking. And Cate here, it's not like horrible where it's like that, but it is abrupt.
Quick. Dropped from like 60 to 30 all at once.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why are we braking? There was nothing blocking the way.
Now the really interesting thing is that we're just using the regular cruise control, which does still maintain distances and all that based off the speed you put. So we didn't feel it in autopilot, we felt it in regular cruise control, but I imagine it's the exact same technology. I work in software, so I don't know why you build two different systems, or you wouldn't utilize that one system in both, like reuse it basically. It's just better practices. So I imagine it affects both kind of the same that way. But yeah, it was kind of interesting to feel. I was kind of curious what phantom braking meant.
Yeah.
And so
Now we know.
now I know. The one thing I will say, it's not as kind of scary or abrupt or something, or it was abrupt, but it's
Like,
not
it
as
wasn't like
scary,
your
and it doesn't
seatbelt
like
locked.
strangle. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not like accident causing, but it does kind of stop all of a sudden, and then you just press the gas and you kind of keep going.
And thankfully there wasn't anyone following behind us, but like that could be dangerous if like someone was driving really close to you and you're suddenly braking with no reason why. That could be a maybe safety issue
Yeah.
to be aware of.
But yeah,
Yeah.
I just wanted to update you that we finally experienced it. It is, I guess, a thing.
Yeah. So anyway, since this is now the end of the video, thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate that you hung in with us all this way to the very end. So if you like this and you're not already subscribed, please consider doing so. It really helps out our little channel. And we'll catch you from Disney World.